Okay, I have some thoughts about this because people are getting a little scrappy about this existing. This is the Daigo video. If you haven't seen it yet, you guys may know that Daigo is very famous for winning long sets and hosting long sets. And what happens is there's some player that's like freakishly outmatching the rest of the competition, looks absolutely dominant against the field. Daigo, who is strong but not at that level at the time, plays them in a long set and just crushes them. And I think the most famous example, his crushing of Tokido after he became Evo champion was diabolical. He beats Tokido in a pretty lopsided set even. Tokido's crying and he's just so sad because it's like after reaching the status of Evo champion, top of the field, beating all these players, like Daigo just shows up, is just too tall of a mountain to climb. And like the metaphor was basically like Daigo is the top. And if I cannot get past that, then like what is the summary, you know, the results of my career? It was just devastating. A lot of people have played Daigo in these long sets and lost. Mena challenging Daigo is sort of out of left field, to be honest with you, because in Street Fighter 4 and 5, there were eras where he was dominant, like very strong and very threatening. But in Street Fighter 6, he's not been to that level that he was in 4 and 5. So I think him being called out for a match like this is quite unexpected. But Mena wins Evo Japan, calls out Daigo and is like, yo, I want to play. Like, let's do it. And when he calls him out on the Evo Japan stage, like you sort of can't say no if you're Daigo, I think. The social pressure of that call out, I think is probably too great to deny the call to action. It really feels like it was out of nowhere. And Mena describes it as sort of as like his dream. Since he was a kid, he dreamed of being the person to do this, right? But I think it is really interesting because before this video, especially, I don't think there's a lot of connective tissue between the two of them playing. He's just beating up an old man. It's like the energy that most people have. Why would Mena call out Daigo when he could call out like Punk or Blaz or Xiaohai or Kakeru or like all these other players? And then this video comes out. Like, watch this. Dude, it opens with him saying, don't you hate the idea of your life just ending? Mena gasses us up a lot. He talks about this like this is the most important thing to him.
This is what I dreamed of when I was a kid to play the best.
This is an interesting way he views it, yeah.
社会的に見ればね。別に勝った方はまあいいんだろうけど、負けた方はさ、大勝負で負けたっていう楽園をされるしさ。
He's just saying like Komodo Michi is not like you gain a lot for doing it. It's like if you win, sure, it's nice. But if you agree to do this, there's an insane pressure. And if you lose, it's devastating. And if you win, it's like, thank God. Oh my God, Machibo losing the Guilty Gear one.
まあどっかしらのゲーミングチームに入ってプロやるっていうことがまあ。
Yeah, you can just like play in a tournament and win $1 million. Yeah, this is interesting too.
だって試合しなくてもだって神様なんだから。だってその神様の存在をなんかこう自分で
he only has room to lose here is basically I think what most people think.
面白くねえじゃんその人生。
I like this quote a lot. I like what he talks about here.
6か俺のこと知った人とかさ。そういう人たちはいいよ。けど昔からゲーセンで俺のこと見てるやつがさ、梅原が勝負挑まれて逃げたの。
I just can't allow them to see me as a coward who's like not willing to go fight something. He makes a point later on in this video about this, but his point about like for young people, video games are not seen as like an awful waste of time that you're getting no value from, so that people when they see you play them are just like, oh, why are you wasting your time or spending your life doing like playing these games or caring about this stuff. So you really had to have passion for the thing that you're interested in because people are going to constantly tell you it's a waste of time. Nowadays, if you're like, oh, I play video games professionally, it's like, oh, are you making $1 billion and winning all these huge events and sponsorships and deals and making all this money? Like it's a legitimate job that you and like career that you can have. The legitimacy of it takes away from, in his viewpoint, the passion where fighting for your spot, like playing this stuff, is because you really truly love it, and people are going to make fun of you or disregard your obsession with it, but you have to like fight through that basically, right?
ゲームだよ。好きじゃなきゃやんないようなさ。てか、好きでもやっちゃいけないようなさ、ことをさ、でその好きなものでさ、俺のが強いと思うからやろうぜって言われてさ、やめときますって、そんなやついるかよ。
He's like, I can't, yeah, he literally cannot say no.
そこまで人生捨ててやってることでさ、勝負挑まれ
Dude, this quote is so... This guy's a philosopher. In only fighting games. Everything else in the world, I don't know that he is a philosopher. But it's so true. I talked about this not that long ago, but there was somebody who said like, yeah, I'm sort of like a 70%er. Like I only put 70% of my effort into all the things I do in life. And that to me is astounding. You're going to live your life never trying. Like you don't care enough about anything on the planet to be invested enough to really try.
だから俺はそういう時代のプレイヤーだからさ、なんでそのたかがゲームでね、なんかその原点を忘れちゃってんのかなって。やっても意味ないことで、好きでやって上手くなって。
This shit, dude, it's so wild.
やんなくなるってなんかちょっと悲しいよね。たかがゲームだったのにさ、勝手に環境に踊らされて自分の中で守んなきゃいけないものになって。
Yeah, he really feels he's got a scrap.
前勝ってましたって意味ねえんだよっていう。もちろんそれは語り継がれ昔話には出てくるかもしれない。けど今悔しいなとか惨めだな。
Yeah, you can tell that this is like an obsession, a deep obsession that he cannot disregard.
一生反対ですとかそういう世界じゃねえんだなって思って。だから
You're only as good as your last tournament, they say.
みんなは、いや、梅原すごい今までたくさんの功績残したしっていうなんかこう保険みたいなのを用意してるのかもしれないけど、いやまあオセロみたいなもんだよね。どんなに勝ってたっていっぱいしたらパラパラパラパラパラってひっくり返るよっていう。
They're already making excuses about me losing by saying, "Oh, he's done so much already." He's like, "But who cares about what I've done? If I can't win now, like then the rest of it doesn't matter." And he describes this as like if he loses this, it's the end of his career almost, or the end of his like competitive life. It's only natural that whatever you gain by winning, you lose by losing.
負けたらどうなっちゃうかわかんないっていう
He's fighting.
がやっぱりすごく生きてる感じが。
It is interesting that this lit a big spark in him.
覚醒する感じがある。
Hold up, his writing is this fire.
大事に安全に生きても死ぬじゃん。
A lot of people have, this is on social media, the apology man tweet of like, when I'm fighting someone who's zoning me in ranked, no matter how carefully and safely you live your life, you're still going to die. You might as well have passion and care about something.
死ぬのが一番怖いじゃん。だからその死ぬのが一番怖いから道中楽しむのはまあいいかなって思ったよね。
The Umehara way of life. This video is
マジで勝って。
Please win this.
勝利疑ってないです。勝ってるとこまだ見たいんで。
So many of the people in the video that they recorded for this part is like, they're like, I hope he wins, but he's gonna get his ass beat.
子供の時にさ、最初はみんなさサンタ信じてんじゃん。
I love this example.
サンタがさ、こう靴下にプレゼント入れてくれてるって思わなかった。まあ俺は思ったんだけど、3歳か4歳ぐらいの時にサンタいねえんだと思ってすげえがっかりしたの覚えてるんだけど、でそっからこうなんつうんだろうな、ネッシーっているのとかさ、
No Loch Ness monster.
でもやっぱ出ねえんだとかさ、超能力ねえんだとかさ、宝くじは当たんねえんだなとか、アイドルと付き合えるわけじゃねえんだなとかさ、子供の時はすごいいろんなことをワクワクしたり楽しみにしたりしてるんだけど、大人になるともう現実に教育されすぎて
We need to see a Daigo Santa Photoshop.
みたいな感じ
If he wins this for sure.
で今回のもそうだと思うんだよ。若い勢いのある、しかもこれまでの歴代でももう最強と言っても過言じゃないプレイヤーが
The music change.
片や45になろうというおじさん勝負して、ただ俺その
The cut is insane.
世の中に蔓延してる
And then the music.
まあ起きないからしょうがないよねっていうのが嫌いで、それに逆らって生きてきたんだよ。まあ指からビームってわけにはさすがにいかないけど。
Yeah, the cut is insane.
俺がサンタになってやるよ。
If there's no Santa, I'm the guy who says fine, I'll be Santa.
この周りのダメなんだろう感、めちゃくちゃエネルギーになってるっていうか。
Everybody not believing in him is he's probably pissed. He's like spite motivated. He's like, dude, yeah. You don't realize how much of a fire you've lit with your lack of faith. You guys don't believe? Let me show you, bro. April 29th. It happens tomorrow night, I think, right?
思えば思うほど俺は俺が勝つんじゃねえなって思っちゃうんだよな。不思議と。でこれまでは全部それが現実になってるから。
Is this the first time?
まあこういう気持ちになったら同じことが起きるんだろうね。
Crazy video.
誰が相手でもね。
Crazy video. This shit is heat. This Daigo video sort of reignited a lot of people's flame about the event. Like I think a lot of people were kind of like, but now they're like, oh, like this might be a real match. Like we might have something going on here. If Mena wins convincingly, this is such a sour exhibition, I think, in so many people's hearts. But if the exhibition is close, even if Mena wins, I think people will be pretty happy. And if Daigo wins, people are going to be doing backflips in the street. Imagine Daigo just hitting a fat joint, bottle of Jack Daniels, and he's like, yo, fuck Blanca. Am I right, fellas? Capcom's got to nerf this character. He's just bitching. He's like, buff Akuma and fuck Santa Claus. If you want to peel back the curtain on a business side of things a little bit, Evo got purchased out by somebody who has a ton of money. A really expensive exhibition with a bunch of players. Daigo, Mena, Arslan, Chikarin, Goichi, Lagia happened right after. So I'm guessing there's a pretty big bag being thrown at this as well. I mean, Daigo's first like stream after this got announced, he said something like, oh, you know, we were unsure of where we were going to do it or whatever, but like the Evo and Saudi offer was like too good, you know? And importantly for Daigo, it's a lot of money and reputation on the line. I think he probably cares more about the reputation, but I'm sure the bag is enticing. Mena's the favorite, I think, just because of everything about this. But Daigo winning would be cool. They played in SFL not that long ago, and Mena 3-0'd him. I think Mena is the favorite by a lot. Obviously, in formats like this is Daigo's specialty. So when it comes to like this specific format and prep time and nerves and like the hype of the event and that kind of stuff, like I think there's like a decent chance that Daigo does better, but we'll have to see. I hope the exhibition's close. If the exhibition's not close, it will be very sad. Evo has this exhibition and like the Tyler 1 Ludwig thing. I will say this. Tyler 1 versus Ludwig is not going to be close. Unless Tyler throws for content, which I don't think he'll do. For their sake, I hope that this one is close because Tyler 1 is just going to beat the living shit out of Ludwig. It's going to be such a bad exhibition. Wait a minute. What if the whole thing, like the Saudi overlords at Evo, paid them off to have Daigo win and it's like a big call she bet scam where they like fucking threw a bunch of money their way and then they made a big bet on the results and then they're having them throw for it? Wait a minute.